Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I just wanted to let you know who I am. I'm going to talk about my gender, how I identify in the world, and yeah. Okay. So my name's Junior Statham. I'm 14 years old plus 2 lots of 6 months, which makes me 15. But yeah. So when I was younger, I always knew I was different. Everyone around me that was my age in my class was all very normal. Not normal as such, like they wasn't like me. I was the one that stood out, and it was very noticeable. And all my girl, like as in mate ways, they would always be like into your standard Barbie dolls, all your pink, your purples. But then there was me, and I was sort of like the one that stood out because I was into Spider-Man, boys things. Wasn't interested in girls or girl things. I was always with the lads and always into boy things rather than anything girly. And it was didn't think anything of it. Just thought growing up I'll grow out of it. That's what my parents thought. And but no, it didn't happen. Then it carried on, and then I was diagnosed with autism, and that for me is a hard subject to talk about. But then along with that came anxiety, which stopped me from doing everyday life skills. Stopped me from being able to do things that I would want to do, and that I knew I could do, but just mentally and physically I couldn't. And it was it's hard to deal with, and hard to live with. And then I was kicked out of many schools because they didn't understand me, and they didn't know how to cope with me and such. In which I mean, like, they couldn't put the time in for me to the time that what I needed. So moving on to an autism provision school, and it's done wonders for me personally. I feel I was this anxious little kid that didn't leave my mother's side. Wouldn't go in cars, wouldn't go in buildings. The only buildings I went in was Tesco in Loughborough and my mum's house, and next as well. I wouldn't even go in my dad's car. I'd only go in my mum's car. I wouldn't go in a room with a door shut, which clearly now is and I never had my hair cut. My hair was mega long, plait always one side. I'd always have to wear a certain way with a Spider-Man cap on. Being at this school it changed me. Like, it really changed me in good ways. Like, I went to school for what, 4-5 years with my mum. I think it was that long. I'm not even sure. And she was sort of like my comfort blanket, I think. And since coming to school, they found strategies of helping me overcome them fears. And now I'm at a stage where I go to school without my mum. I go in every vehicle, go in every building. Obviously, I've had my hair cut. I like to keep on top of my hair, my appearance and that. I donated all my hair to Little Princess Trust, which makes wigs for children that have lost their hair through cancer treatment. Yeah. My head teacher currently has my hat hung up in his office, which is great, because it's like, when I was younger, I used to want to say, no, that's going to be mine one day, which is great. And then along with that is when people started to realise that I wasn't their girly girl. I wasn't the girl that they all thought I was. Like, they referred to me as girl, she, and that, it was hard to handle, because I knew deep down that I wasn't that. I knew that I was a lad, and I didn't have the confidence to come out as a lad and say, look, this is me, you don't like it then, and I didn't have the confidence in it. It was only February this year that I came out. I sat down with two of my close teachers that I was close with, and I just sat there and I was like, this isn't who I want to be. And I was having daily meltdowns, and I didn't know, well, I did know why, but they didn't know why, and I wasn't ready to tell them why. And then it got to the stage where it was like, look, I can't do it anymore, I need to tell people. And then they convinced me, they helped me build up my confidence. And then I was like, look, my name's Junior now, I refer to as a he now, this is me, don't like it, then go. but this is who I am, and I'm not changing for anyone. I'm not going to try and just become someone that I'm not to fit in with everyone else. That's not who I am. You know, and a lot of people, it takes time to get, like, used to. Obviously, for my head teacher, because obviously he's known me for so long, and my mum and that, it's hard for them to cope with. No, not cope with, like, hard for them to adapt to. And, you know, this is before the time, calling, like, my original name obviously was Sky. And currently, my family's been, I wouldn't say really supportive, but I'd say, I don't know. My little sister's the most supportive person ever though, because obviously she's 6. She just gets it. I said, look, I'm here now, it's Junior, you know. She corrects people, like, left, right, centre. Like, the other day, my mum's mate was around, she went, oh, how's Sky, how's she doing? But it was like, Junior, he. You know, she just corrects him. It's like, it's amazing to have someone that young who understands it. And, you know, my mum always calls me a girl and it really pisses me off. My sister Paris, she doesn't accept me for who I am. And it's what quite kills me, because, you know, me and her, we used to be quite close. You know, we used to do things together all the time. We used to be very close, and now it's like, it's not there anymore. It's just been rude, because she won't accept me for who I am. She's going, Sky, you know, she's calling me this and that, and it's really upsetting. It really is, to know that I have to live in the same house as someone that doesn't accept me for who I am. And, you know, it's just really hard. And, like, usually if I'm out in, like, I don't know, let's say, like, one of my mates don't accept me for who I am, that's fine with me. I'll just block them, ignore them, you know, etc, etc. But with my sister, that's hard to do, as I'm living in the same building. And it's really hard to handle. And I just wish she would accept me for who I am, because I'm not going to be changing any time. This is who I am, and this is who I'll be for the next however long until I live, like until I die basically. But the one thing that pisses me off is when people say, oh, it's just a phase. It's not a phase, this is who I am, and this is who I'll be until I die. You know, and it isn't a phase, and that's what I really hate, is when people are like just saying, oh, it's a phase, when it actually isn't. It's who I've always known I've been, but no one else has. Like, I used to like hide it. Like, I knew from a very young age that I was Junior. I knew that I wasn't no girl called Sky. That's someone that's like, it's like a shadow that's there that follows me around. And I knew that wasn't who I was. And, you know, like, from the age of, like, 4, I was dressing myself, you know, choosing what I wanted to wear. I was in Spider-Man. I knew then that I was no girl. I was never your girly girl. There was one time my whole life I've wore a dress. That was my uncle's wedding, and I hated it. I really did. And it was, you know, I was like, 5, 6? It was a really hard day, and I don't understand why my mum made me wear it. Like, when I was like, no, I want to wear Spider-Man, but I was made to wear this dress, and I just don't understand why, and I don't think my mum understands, like, a lot about me, and I don't think she understands the whole transgender thing, and I don't think a lot of people understand it. You know, there's like, you know, I've got people that are supportive. Like, I've got like one of my favourite teachers at school. He's really very supportive, and you know, he just gets it. He just accepts me for who I am, and it's just amazing knowing that I've got someone that does accept me for who I am. Where I'm surrounded with all people that don't accept me for who I am. Like, they do accept me, but then they won't do things to accept me in ways, like they won't call me a he, they call me she, constantly, and it's hard to handle. And yeah, I just wanted to have a bit of a rant. But thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Comment down below what you think I should do about this whole situation. I'm not sure, but this is me, Junior Statham, and I'm not changing for anyone. This is who I'll be, this is who I am, and yeah.